Hello everybody, today I will rate the perfect beach. In the pursuit of the perfect beach, travel writer Stanley Stewart headed to Brazil, where he discovered some of the world's most beautiful scenic escape. I'm standing on the Rio de Janeiro Copacabana beach, one of Brazil's and the world's most famous stretches of sand. As I watch life go by here in this period from I come to realize that any understanding of Brazil really begins on this beach. In this vibrant multicultural country, the beach is not just a place, it's a state of mind, a way of thinking and living. Real alone, I'm told, has over 7 beaches. 7 beaches, each with its own community. Some are for bodybuilders, others are senior citizens. Still, others are popular with parents and children. But real beaches are just starting point for my exploration of Brazil's Atlantic coastline, which at more than 8,000 kilometers and with more than 2,000 beaches is the longest in the world. Every Brazilian has his or her own ideas of the perfect beach and he's eager to tell you where to find it. I'm happy to take people advice, but my ultimate goal is to find my own dream beach. I head to a place to have some of Brazil's best coastline, the state of Bahia in the northeast. Portuguese settlers established themselves at Bahia's present-day capital, Salvador. The Bahia in 1549. Over the centuries, people of many races have arrived and intermarried here, creating a distinctive cultural mix. Influence Bahia's language, literature, cuisine, music, and dance. I've been taught that of Bahia's best beach, Praia, lies just south of Salvador, near the town of Itaquera. On arriving at Praia Beach, I discovered this golden sand lined by a row of perfect palm trees moving softly in the ocean breeze. Under the moon, silver waves roll onto the sand. As I enter the water, I have the feeling of swimming through the moonlight. Brahma beauty is magnificent. Its perfect curves and graceful lines are like something you might see in photographs, but for me, it's a little too perfect. The beach I'm seeing searching to my needs to be a little wider. I continue my search, heading north to one of the Brazil legendary beaches, Jericoacoara. 20 years ago, only a handful of people were living in Jerry as its nickname. Today it's an international destination, considered one of the best beach hangouts in the world, especially if you like when surfing. It attracts visitors from Tokyo to Toronto, has grown from small village into the lively little town. Despite change, Jerry hasn't been spoiled by tourists, mostly because its isolated location is at least 5 hours from any airport. Everyone in Jerry rents a beach buggy, which comes with driver. I tell my driver to take me as far as for along the coast as he can. We drive for 3 hours, finally arriving at Maceo, the fisherman's beach. Both lies on the side while next hang out to dry on lines between fisherman's house. We eat on the beach and little rest in hammocks near table. It's great day on an amazing beach. How can it possibly get on any better? I wonder, but I have one final place to visit. Of the many beach destinations in this country, feel this one at all Brazilians hold in high regard. The islands of Fernando de Noronha, more than a dozen beautiful beaches ring the island of Fernando along three of which rank among the top 10 in Brazil. The islands of Fernando de Noronha lie a few hundred kilometers out in the Atlantic. For years, people were prohibited in visiting these islands because they were used as a prison and later by the army. Today, the islands are the national park and UNESCO World Heritage Site, rich with birds and sea life. I visited a number of beaches on Fernando, but I leave the best for last. The beach at Praia do Leão is a perfect balance of sand, sea, and sky. The water is pale blue and warm, alive with colorful fish, turtles, and other marine life. The sand is the color of honey, and the rock formations and strong wind has occasionally coming from the Atlantic. There's that hint of whiteness I was seeking. Finally, I found the beach was like my dream. I dig my toes in the sand deeply and imagine I can hold on to this place forever.